Welcome to the Tiffany Micah podcast. What we do here is build the belief in you to accomplish your dreams in your sport. I'll be your mentor and give you the skills, strategies and guidance to make it happen. Dream big, believe in you and go after your dreams. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey there, Tiff here. Welcome to the Tiffany Micah podcast. Lovely to have you back. We are ready to craft your path for the next 6 months, aren't we? So that's what we're going to do. We're here to reset ourselves for the next 6 months. So I hope you went through the previous episode where we did some reflection for the last 6 months. That was that recovery time I was talking about. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be moving forward and we're going to be creating and crafting our path for these next upcoming 6 months. And how we're going to do that is we're going to do that in 3 phases to craft your path. And so I'm going to go through the phases for you and ask you specific questions. So I hope you've got your pen and paper all poised and ready to work through. I'll ask you these questions, and then once you've listened to this episode, I want you to get out there and go and work on it so that you are set and ready for action for the next 6 months. So here we are. So the 3 phases to crafting your path. So phase 1, with this phase is all about getting clear. So the questions that I want you to ask in these are, what is it that I want? So really write down the question is, what do I want? Okay, and then answer, what is it that you want? Number 2, and I'm talking about getting clear like big time. You know, what is it exactly that you want to accomplish here? Number 2, what are my biggest obstacles? So write down what your biggest obstacles are. And then number 3 is, what is my end of year reality? So write down what is it that you'd like to see that you've accomplished at the end of the year? What's the reality for you? Okay, so we want to get clear on what it is you want. We want to know what your biggest obstacles are, and then we want to know what our end of year reality will look like. Okay, what is it that you want to have accomplished? So that's phase 1. So phase 2 is then what we want to do here is we want to identify the obstacles. So you've written down in phase 1 what your biggest obstacles are. Now what we want to do is we actually want to identify what all your obstacles are. And so what I want you to do here is make a list of all the obstacles that you see that you have in front of you. Write them all out. Okay, so that's part 1 of that. Then part 2, what you want to do for each individual obstacle. So you've got a whole list of obstacles. So each obstacle that you have listed, I want you to name that obstacle, what that is, and then I want you to ask these questions. Why is it an obstacle? So and then second one is what to do about it. Sorry, I was getting jump around a bit. But so ask the questions, why is it an obstacle? And 2, what to do about it. And so an example of that would be, I don't have a fitness coach, right? That's an obstacle. So obstacle is I want to get fitter, want to get stronger. I don't have a fitness coach. So why is it an obstacle? Well, it's an obstacle because I feel that that's going to be an area that's going to hold me back. I'm not going to be able to be fit to compete in the tournaments the way that I want to. I don't have the funds, the financial support in place to be able to do that. Right? And then you answer what to do about it, or what can you do about it? Okay, you could get a part-time job if you wanted to do that, so that you could afford to get a professional in to help build you into becoming quicker and stronger and everything else that you wanted to get out of that. Or you could go and look on YouTube. That's quite easy, and get some some drills and fitness exercises and strength training exercises to do from that, and then build your program. Okay, so the whole idea is just to identify what that obstacle is, why you see it as an obstacle, and then what you can do about it so that you're creating the solution. Okay, so that's what we want to do in phase 2. Now, phase 3, what's next? That's the question. I always like to know what's next. What are we doing next? So in phase 3, this area of what's next, in phase 2, and I said to you, I want you to write out what to do about it at the bottom of each obstacle, like how to solve the problem of each obstacle. Well, what we're going to do here is this what to do about it responses from your phase 2 answers, what to do about it. This is going to be what you're going to detail in your what's next area in your phase 3. So you want to list it all out, write down all these things for you that you see that what you've got to do about it, that's going to create the solution for you. Okay, so write them all out. So, for example, what to do about it when we talk about a fitness coach. Okay, go and get a part-time job. So you can pay to have a fitness coach. Go and do research YouTube. Go and create your fitness program, right? So write all those things down and get them out on paper so you can see them, because in the next episode I'm going to share with you a very simple way on how we can get all of these what next things that you need to do, because you might have a page full of things that you need to do that could be quite overwhelming for you, and I'm going to show you how we can set them up in a simple way that's achievable for you, and you won't feel so overwhelmed. So in that next episode I'll share the very, very simple way in which you can do that. So very quick episode today. We're not mucking around, no big stories from me. I want you to get this done, and then I'll see you on the next episode, okay? Just quickly, phase 1, get clear. So in those questions, what do I want? What are my biggest obstacles? What is my end of year reality? Phase 2, identify the obstacles, make a list of what the obstacles are. For each obstacle, ask the questions, why is that an obstacle, and what to do about it. And phase 3, what's next? Write down all those what to do about it in that what's next area so that we can work on your next part of putting your goals in place. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could share with me what you like best about what you heard. Really appreciate it, and I want you to dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Take care, talk soon. Before you go, do you want to build confidence, belief, strength and courage in you to go after your big dreams in your life and in your sport? If you do, go to www.tiffany-mika.com and get a copy of my book, Focus, How to Reach Your Potential in Sport, Business and Life. I look forward to seeing you there. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams.